Jungkook's unexpected revelation about Jin BTS sends shockwaves through global fanbase. What is HYB hiding? The silence was deafening. And then, Jungkook spoke in a moment that stunned millions. BTS's youngest member, Jungkook, broke ranks and made a statement that no one saw coming. A cryptic, emotionally charged remark about Jin that has left fans, industry insiders, and even fellow members in a state of disbelief. What did he mean? Why now? And most importantly, what is happening behind closed doors at HYB that no one seems willing to address? Jin's health has been a subject of quiet concern for months, but the recent developments have escalated the situation beyond speculation. Following the conclusion of BTS's global tour, Jin was reportedly rushed back to South Korea under circumstances that remain shrouded in ambiguity. Accompanied by Jungkook and Jimin, his return was marked not by celebration, but by an eerie absence of official commentary. The only thing louder than the silence was Jungkook's sudden decision to speak, and what he said has ignited a firestorm of questions. "I didn't want to say this," Jungkook began during a closed-door fan interaction that was later leaked online. "But I can't keep pretending everything is fine. Jin Hyung is not okay. And we all know it." The weight of those words cannot be overstated. In a group known for its unity and tightly managed public image, such a statement is not just rare, it's unprecedented. Jungkook's tone was somber, his expression unreadable. But the message was clear. Something is deeply wrong, and the silence surrounding it is no longer sustainable. What exactly is the nature of Jin's condition? Why did it deteriorate so rapidly after the tour? And why have the other members, RM, Suga, J-Hope, V, remained conspicuously silent? The absence of any meaningful response from HYB has only intensified the scrutiny. Fans have begun to question whether the company is deliberately withholding information, and if so, to what end? Sources close to the group, speaking on condition of anonymity, have hinted at internal tensions that began surfacing during the final leg of the tour. Jin, known for his resilience and humor, reportedly began exhibiting signs of extreme fatigue and emotional withdrawal. While such symptoms could be attributed to the grueling demands of global performances, insiders suggest that the issue runs deeper, possibly involving undisclosed medical complications and psychological strain. Jungkook's statement, though brief, was laced with frustration. "We try to talk about it," he said. "But every time we did, we were told to wait, to stay quiet, to trust the process." But what if the process is broken? This rhetorical question has become the rallying cry of a fanbase desperate for answers. The idea that even BTS members are being silenced, or worse, ignored by the very system meant to protect them has sparked outrage. Online forums are ablaze with theories, ranging from corporate negligence to internal conflict. Some fans have even begun organizing digital campaigns demanding transparency from HYB, urging the company to release a formal update on Jin's condition. Yet, despite the mounting pressure, HYB has remained unmoved. No statements, no press releases, no interviews. The company's refusal to engage has only deepened suspicions that something is being concealed, something that could potentially alter the trajectory of BTS as a group. Jimin, who accompanied Jungkook and Jin back to Korea, has also remained silent. His social media accounts have gone dark, and his absence from recent public events has not gone unnoticed. The lack of visibility from both him and Jin has created a vacuum of information that fans are struggling to fill. Meanwhile, Jungkook's decision to speak out, however limited, has positioned him as the reluctant voice of truth in a landscape dominated by silence. The emotional toll on fans has been palpable. Messages of concern, support, and confusion flood every corner of the internet. "We deserve to know," one fan wrote. "Not because we're entitled, but because we care. We've been with them through everything. Why are we being shut out now?" This sentiment echoes across continents, transcending language and culture. BTS is not just a musical act. It is a global phenomenon built on connection, authenticity, and emotional transparency. To see that foundation shaken, not by scandal, but by silence, is a betrayal that many fans are struggling to process. Industry analysts have begun weighing in, noting that the situation could have long-term implications for BTS's brand and future. If HYB continues to withhold information, one analyst stated, they risk alienating the very audience that made BTS a global powerhouse. Transparency is not just ethical, it's strategic. But the question remains, what is HYB hiding? Is Jin's condition more serious than previously believed? Are there internal disputes that have fractured the group's unity? And why did Jungkook, typically reserved and loyal to the group's image, choose this moment to speak out? Some speculate that the answer lies in a recent, unconfirmed medical report suggesting that Jin may be facing a chronic condition exacerbated by stress and overexertion. Others believe that the issue is psychological, pointing to the emotional strain of maintaining a global persona while navigating personal challenges. Whatever the truth may be, the lack of clarity has created a breeding ground for speculation, and Jungkook's statement has only added fuel to the fire. As the days pass with no further updates, the urgency grows. Fans are not just waiting, they are watching, analyzing, and demanding accountability. The silence from HYB, once seen as strategic, now feels ominous. And Jungkook's words, simple yet profound, continue to echo. Jin is not okay. This is not just a story about health. It is a story about trust, transparency, and the fragile balance between fame and humanity. BTS has always walked that line with grace, but now, the cracks are beginning to show. And unless answers are provided soon, those cracks may become fractures, not just in the group, but in the bond they share with millions around the world. The world is watching. The fans are waiting, and the silence is no longer acceptable. This decision has sparked debate among fans and industry observers. Is this the highest form of love, or a sacrifice taken too far? Meanwhile, September 1st draws closer. Behind the scenes, production teams are working relentlessly. There is no official concert schedule, no stage announcement, yet everyone knows something monumental is coming. The world is not waiting for a performance. It is waiting for a moment. A moment when Jin may appear publicly for the last time. A moment when Jungkook may speak, not as an idol, but as a human being receiving an emotional legacy from someone he considers a brother, protector, and friend. And when that day arrives, the world will not cheer. The world will fall silent. Because in silence, the deepest meanings of love, sacrifice, and farewell speak the loudest.